What up, everybody? Welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. I'm Fabio. This is supposed to be a Patreon group therapy session, but ain't nobody there. It's the last match day 38. It's just me right now. See who filters in. But we got the starting lineup, courtesy of course, one of our constants, Liban Youssef. Where are you, Liban Youssef? Where are you? There you go. Oh, surprising start for Mirante in goal. We got Calabria starting, our captain, at right back. Gabia Tomori, our center back. Teo Hernandez starting left back. With Benaceres and Reinders, with a surprise Florenzi in the midfield. Now I know Pioli's drunk. With a Pulisic, Giroud layout up front. Interesting to see Florenzi in that spot. Definitely wouldn't have expected that, but Pioli's final day in charge of Milan, his tenure, has finally come to an end. I mean, it's a little bittersweet. I don't want to be a pure shit hater. We all know that Pioli's course has run. We felt it pretty much the whole season. Thought maybe he should have been clipped after a bad run of form earlier in the season, but it is what it is. He did win us a Scudetto. He did bring the team from a really pitiful spot when he showed up in 2019. And he was able, with key players, good management, which is not here anymore, they were able to turn this team around. Pioli has to get his flowers for that. Interesting to see what kind of display the fans are going to be giving him, despite the Corvusor basically being pretty mute the last couple of home games. Now we know final game for Olivier Giroud, final game for Simon Kjær. Simon Kjær, listen, Simon, I love this guy, bro. I think he's been a warrior. Giroud, too. This season is really, even though Giroud is still having pretty good goal numbers, he just looks like very one-dimensional right now. Kind of we've been kind of calling for it, so we're going to need a young striker soon. Great news coming today. I wish Gio was here so he could talk about this. But Kamada Francesco, he is signed for a 3-year deal, supposedly. We have them locked up at least until 2027, so he'll be 19 by then. And fear not, there's always somebody good from Winnipeg that will be here for the save. There he is, Vince Mancini. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
What's happening, Fab? I'm feeling good. I'm hoping for a win today. Again, I'm going to say what I said last week. I'm here for footy. It means nothing. Right. I just want to have a good game for Pioli because, I've had respect for this man since he started, and I feel like he's given us a good amount of stuff that we deserve, especially resettling the ship. So that's what I'm happy about. He should be very proud of that. He won us the Miracle Scudetto. So again, like you were just saying, I hope he has a really, really strong send-off by the Curvo, by all of the fans there, by the players.
Yeah.
And I hope he remembers this day. And because I'll be honest, I don't think where he's going to end up is going to be as promising of a performance that he's shown at Milan. Yeah. I'm going to say that is my early prediction.
Where do you think he ends up?
I honestly don't know. I'm hearing a lot of stuff about Napoli. I think he will go to Napoli. But the thing is, I believe the reason why Pioli did so good for Milan is because he had the whole club behind him, backing him. He had a lot of the fans near the early stages not backing him, but they grew on him. And if you look at his promising years, he had a lot of support, not only from the management, from the fans. I don't know if he's going to get that same kind of atmosphere and that same kind of vibe to the next club he goes to.
Well,
so I'm intrigued to see.
Fitcom Media is throwing another name out, Bologna. Now, Bologna, we know Thiago Volta's already supposedly signed to a 3-year deal with Juve. Let me just say hello. We got a lot of it. We two Robertos in here. What's going on, Roberto? He's always in here throwing flags and emojis. And my father, Roberto. Pa, how you doing, Pa? Thank you for watching. But honestly, where he could go, Bologna is going to have an opening. Napoli seems to be like their opening is where he's been most linked to. What happened? Again, there's a lot of stuff, man. But Bologna, I didn't think about that. But that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one for Pioli. I'll give him that. But yeah, I'm looking for a proper send-off, just like Anthony was saying. Let's get the victory. I don't quite understand some of the options. Predominantly, why is Florenzi playing in the midfield? What the hell are we doing? I heard Fenerbahce has interest. Conte is going to Napoli. All right, that could be another thing. I would be very surprised if Conte doesn't end up. I was hoping he was going to end up with us, but it seems this Fonseca bullshit seems to be 100%. How do you feel about Fonseca, man?
I was at the point. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, what do you know about him? Like, do you think he's going to come and my thought is the reason you're moving on for Pioli is not just a bad run of form. Still second place, failed in the competitions where you really wanted to strive a little further. And but what has Fonseca won? You know what I mean? Like, is this the coach that takes you to be real contenders every year and fighting on multiple fronts? Because I don't know, man. What do you think?
I'm completely with you on that. You know what? It feels like when Pioli was brought in, the same kind of vibe where there wasn't a lot of confidence behind this coach. And I feel like it's the same thing going in with this Fonseca guy now. I honestly, I'm not a big fan of Conte, but I wanted a coach that had a pedigree and had a background for winning trophies. That was something that I was really hoping for. And I don't think we're going to be getting that with this coach.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. What's your thought?
I'm not the professional in the management group here, and I'm not in those offices. And from what I've been reading, there is a very strong alignment between what the management wants on a sporting perspective and what this coach can bring in. So I'm going to believe in this management group because I keep on saying 5-year plan. This is going into year 3. We'll see what happens with this coach. If he can develop young, natural talent and actually put in a tactical formation that is aggressive, but yet still has a defensive pedigree, I'll be happy with what I see because that's what we're lacking. There is no tactical formations that are driving offense. There are no tactical schemes that I'm seeing on a regular basis. The players look confused and the defense has been fucking atrocious and there's no quorum. There's no grit anymore. And that's what I want to see from this coach. Bring in some fucking grinta, bring in some stability when it comes to tactical, beautiful football again, and settle the ship when it comes to defense. We'll see what he can do. I'm going to give him an open door pass until results come in and we'll see what happens.
Well, Anthony puts a good part. Martino and Matt had a great pause, so check out theirs. But Fonseca, I mean, let me just give you this post here because Roberto's going a little crazy. He said, we all want Conte. You take Conte, huh? High on your list. Where's Conte? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Conte probably would have been number 2.
Number 2. Okay. De Zerbi. What say you?
De Zerbi would have been 1 for me.
Okay. I would agree there. Saudi. They're not even bringing him up. Maurizio Sarri.
Very low on the list.
Very low. 3 or 4?
I would probably give him a 5.
Ooh, okay. But that's because the coach you want gets upset. He throws his clothes. He has fits. He gets into fights with members on his own club. I mean, you want one more round of Allegri, don't you?
Never. Never. I hated Allegri when he won us the Scudetto back in 2010, 2011?
Yeah.
I hated him before he even was with Milan. I hate what he did to Pirlo. I have a fucking spat in my mouth for that piece of shit. So, never.
All right. Do you think this guy is equal to Giampaolo? I hope it's not that bad.
I pray to God it's not like that. I don't think he's going to be as bad as people are portraying him. He has a lot of experience. He has European experience. He has experience in Serie A. It wasn't the greatest experience, but don't get me wrong. I did watch that podcast that Martino did, and they brought up some very, very good points. He didn't have the backing, the support, and the club when he was playing and supporting Rome. When he was managing Rome, he didn't have everything given to him like a coach should. Can Milan do that and actually utilize the benefits that he can bring as a European coach with actually good pedigree? I think we can move forward and have some positive results with this guy.
Your lips to God's ears, man. It's hard not to have a conversation about Milan. It just turns into like talking about the future, because there's nothing on the horizon right now, unless you're going to the game today or you're gonna go see him in Australia, like our brother Kim. we got nothing else to talk about. It's all Mercato, and hopefully Pioli. Now we know he's gone. It's not even a discussion. This is the fond farewell. Let's make it that today, right? Let's get the dub. That's all that matters. Paolo's here. Paolo, we got to give him some love. He says, give me some hopium. All right. You want hope, man. All right, game day, you know what Fabio offers you, all right? I'm 100% in. I am almost always, unless Milan really fucks me over, I'm almost always full of hope that we're going to come get the dub and handle our business because our team, there's no way in a 20th place game with a team that's already been relegated to Serie B, do they not go out and at least get the dub? You got guys like Giroud, Leao, Pulisic. They probably all scored today. What do you think of the game today, man? All right, is Kier going to get in? You got to give Kier some time. You have to. I mean, you're playing Florenzi. Put Kier at striker for all I care, right? Like, let's just get this dub, and then we can start doing the fond farewells to everybody. What's your prediction for today, though?
You know what? Somebody mentioned it in the last therapy last week. They said that we're too positive when we're giving the game predictions. We're always telling we're going to win. And a lot of us were like, oh, we're going to win last week. And we ended up getting our asses.
I know. Because who wants to go out and be like, oh, well, guys, I don't think it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's no. We want to be positive. So again, yes, we are giving these predictions and we're always trying to give a positive prediction. And I am going to do it again today. I'm really hoping for a 3 or 4-0 result. 3-0 would be ideal. If we can go home, win 3-0, end a fucking atrocious season with a final win, and send off all of these last players for their last game, I'd be happy with that. So, good goals and just beautiful football. You remember when Pioli first started, and we ended up seeing his formation that he brought in? What was it? The 4-3-2-1 or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
That was good football because nobody was planned and prepared for it. It was something super new. I miss that. I want to see just open, flowing, beautiful football where the players are actually playing. They actually want to play for something.
I think what we're going to end up seeing, honestly, is individual brilliance. That's what we usually get. We're going to have a great cross and somebody who knows how to properly get a header. Maybe it'll take them 2 or 3 chances to get it in. But as long as they find one today, look good, get the dub, be dominant over an inferior team, let's be honest. But Milan's known to fall asleep at the wheel. But I don't think today's the day. I think they come amped up knowing this is the last game with Giroud, competitive game with Giroud, last game with with Kier.
Don't say that.
Last game with Leao. I didn't mean that. That wasn't the Freudian slip.
Oh, wow.
But I think today, I think it's going to not be without a blemish. So I'm going to say 3-1. I think Leao, I think Pulisic, and I think Giroud. There's your 3 goal scorers.
Who's going to score the wonder goal? Who's going to score a worldie today? I feel like there's a worldie today.
Holy sick, baby. Let's fucking go. Cap off a great season. Me and Gio are going to have a podcast most likely tomorrow coming out. So stay tuned to the channel. We're going to be talking kind of a full wrap-up of the season, go through individual performances. We got to bring out the report card. And then kind of what we hope for the future. And, coming soon, we're going to be a lot of stuff. Paulo, that was a total slip, all right? I just meant the last game of the season. Let's not get ourselves I
got to ask everybody in the group chat here. Out of 10, 1 being awful, 10 being amazing, if you can drop in the chat, what is your rating on this new home jersey that they're most likely going to unveil today?
Good point.
That's what I want to know because I've heard people hate it. I've heard people love it. And I'm on the side where I'm not going to lie, I love it. I don't like the white, a little bit of the white.
I don't like the white. The white is killing it.
I wish the jersey, the stripes were a little bit thinner. Like I want that classic thin striped black and red jersey. And it's close to it. And I'm a traditionalist. I do like the old school classic jerseys. So kind of gives me that vibe. Like this is a nice kit. Don't get me wrong. I was kind of off on it at first, but seeing this one, I think it's sexy.
I thought it was pretty decent. The only issue with it is the white, like underneath the arms. Not a big fan of that. But all in all, at least we're actually, listen, where are the stripes on this shirt? I'm saying
true.
it's like, come on, we went too far. All right, 1 year, fine. All right, but let's not do that again. Let's go back to traditional shit. So for me, Paulo's saying 3.5. He's thinking very low. AJ 6.5, a little higher up. Where do you sit? What was your number?
I'm going to give it an 8.5.
8.5.
It's a good one.
Fairly high. The white collars, that's another thing. Don't like those. Don't like this. Paulo has a good point. That's what probably makes me give it like a 6.5. I think I agree. The 6.5, because it's not like fantastic. Still, my favorite recent jersey is the jersey, I believe, of 2020 to 2021. That home jersey is phenomenal. Yes, the one that has like almost like the design of the Galilea. Like it has kind of those weird patterns, but very, very nice shirt.
And I didn't get that one.
I got to see it in person. I don't want to be judgmental. I've not even seen it. You know what I'm saying? Last year, I was leaking the shirt, right? This year, you know, they told me, "Fab, don't you dare." I said, "Don't worry, I ain't buying it. You guys don't deserve it. I need to see what you do in the transfer window first."
Oh, man. That's why I'm not buying it. I'm waiting till the end of the transfer window before I buy the kit, because am I going to put a name on the back of this jersey, or am I just going to keep it blank? We'll see what happens.
Who you put it?
I'm thinking if anybody deserves it, Pooley. He really, really surprised me this year, and I keep on saying it. He was probably the best acquisition we had from last transfer window. What he delivered, and I hate when fucking people are saying, "Oh, he's scoring a lot of the goals versus shit teams or lower mid-table teams." The guy is playing some great football on a defensive manner, on an offensive manner. What he's delivered to the team, how he did not get injured like everybody else, surprisingly. So Pooley really, really deserves some ups, and very happy with this acquisition. Very happy with what I saw.
Yeah, he's clearly. I wouldn't even. It would be a tough thing to say that he isn't not only our best pickup, but maybe our best player of the year.
Well said.
You know what I mean? He's definitely in contention for that one, but hands down our best pickup, hands down.
I liked his, his persona on the field too. Some people have told me that they've met him outside of the field in Milan and at other areas, and they're like, he's a dick in person. I don't know that, but he just seems like he's a good fit for this club. He's good in the locker room. He's good with this squad. That's what I like to see. And it brings me back to what I'm praying for. And I know we're getting this new coach coming in very soon. Just give him a 1-year contract so Klopp can come in after the 1 year off. Give him a 1-year break and get Klopp to come and be our fucking coach. No, I know it's a long wish, but I want it so bad, man.
No, Klopp, if he takes 2 years off, then maybe, you know. But who knows? Who knows? We can't do that. You can't wait around for somebody. That's not going to happen. Yeah, but anyway, let's
Champions League with him. If he comes, we're winning a Champions League with him. I already can tell. I'll say that. If he comes, Champions League for Milan.
We'll see. We'll see, man. I mean, right now, Juve's wrapping up. They played their last game. Who the hell was this? They're just walking around with the Coppa Italia. Good for you, fucks. You know, we didn't get anything. That should have been our Coppa Italia. But we digress. But all right. So what else can we really fucking say about the season, man? About this game? How do you feel about the lineup? You heard me read up the lineup. Was there anybody you would have been like, hey, start him? Like of all games, now you're doing this. You know?
Yeah. For me, it's always the Primavera kids that I like to see come in, but they're playing right now as we speak. So I understand why we're not seeing a lot of them on the squad right now. But that's the thing. It's like you've got the last few games. I would have preferred to see some of the young guns coming in, or even seeing if we can have brought in a Primavera, goalkeeper. I would like, since we're very, very confused on what's going to be happening with Mike going into the off season, would be nice if we can start seeing how our Primavera goalkeepers are adapting and fitting into this squad, because I'd love to bring one of them up again.
Yeah.
So,
you know what? What about excuse me? What was I gonna say? Yeah, you're right. They could have pulled up a keeper, but they're playing Morante just to play him. I don't even remember if he played this season at all. This
is one game.
Wow.
And
let's mention this, because since they're showing the Coppa Italia over here, the team that lost the Coppa Italia, Atalanta, blew out Leverkusen during the week. I mean, unbelievable performance by Atalanta, huh?
Unbelievable. They honestly, they made us look like shit. Their win
Pioli
makes us
like
look
shit too.
even exactly. It makes us look fucking awful. And Atlanta scares me next year. They're gonna be fighting for top 3, and they're gonna be a very, very, very hard team to play against next year. I think they're gonna be more dangerous than Inter next year, especially with all of this off-field confusion with finances and new acquisition of Oak Tree and stuff. I think Atlanta has momentum. They're going to have a similar squad. I don't think they're going to lose a lot of players on this squad. They're going to be dangerous next year. And again, this makes me so upset. I didn't want a Europa League. I just wanted a Coppa Italia this year. And now that Juventus won the Coppa Italia, Atlanta won the Europa League, Inter won the Scudetto, we're left fucking embarrassed with nothing. Pisses me off so much. And I said it I think I said in the Patreon, this is the thing that's going to leave a stain on Pioli and his history with Milan, is this one season where he didn't bring any trophies with a team that was significantly strong and built for him to bring home at least one trophy. Shit.
Yeah, no, 100%, man, 100%. I felt Pioli was the scapegoat, and despite still finishing in second place, he failed on the Champions League front, Europa League front, Coppa Italia front, and falling so far behind and having bad performances against key opponents at key times of the season. You have to, Paulo has a good point. Last season wasn't good from Pioli either. That's true. But he also had a Scudetto he was coming off. That's why he kind of got the mulligan for that one. And I think management didn't want to. Listen, you said there's a 5-year plan, and this is what? Year 3, you said? But it's actually not year 3. It's year 2. Because for these people now in charge, it's only year 3 is for our boy Jerry. Everybody else, for the most part, is on, year 2.
Player-wise, yes. But the thing is, I'm looking at this as an overall managerial perspective. We've had them come in. They have a new club. They have a new organization that they have to mold. They've done it in year 1. Year 2, they figure it out, and they've kind of planted the seed and created the foundational pieces with the players that they brought in and the way they want to build around this squad. And on top of that, they started doing a lot of marketing and pushing this team in America, pushing this team in other markets. That's a positive for us. And we've balanced the books again, and now we're making paper, which is always a good thing. This year 3 is the year 3 that I want to see some results. I want to see a trophy. It doesn't have to be a Scudetto. It doesn't have to be a Champions League, but I want to see some results actually coming in and making this fan base excited again. Because the last thing we want to do is another season like this that's going to hurt us on a financial level. And then the 4th year, I'd love to see an actual Scudetto, and speriamo with that 5th year. I wouldn't say winning a Champions League, but making a final run and actually being a competitive squad in the group of 16. That's what I want to see. So 5-year plan is like that. It's not winning trophies. It's just becoming that squad in Europe again that people are scared of, because people are not scared of Milan anymore. If they get drawn against Milan, they're like, oh, they're beatable. I don't want that anymore. I want, we drew Milan. This is going to be rough.
Yeah, look at all the tournaments we're in. Like Liban used, we're competing in the regular league, in the Champions League, Coppa Italia, and then also we have the Super Coppa in the middle of the winter. So that's going to be interesting, man. I mean, if Fonseca comes in and the team can at least secure one of those 4, I mean, Champions League, obviously, we lose our mind. But come on. Like if you can't, I don't even know. Can you go to the Europa League anymore if you're in the Champions League? It's like one or the other, right? You don't drop to the Europa League, I think, anymore. But try to win.
It just would have been a good stepping stone. It would have the Europa League this year. If we actually made it to the finals and took that trophy, it's exactly what we need to grow this club. We've got these players that now actually have a European trophy in their belt. Some of them do, but together as this team, and then to continue to push forward into this really important upcoming season. Fabio, what do you think about this? When I see these players, I don't see the Milan of past where, there was fear from other teams or there was nerves. Like when Inter plays us, they don't give one fuck.
No, I mean, why would they?
I want that.
No, but I know, I agree, bro. But it's not that type of team. Oh, shit. Yeah, bro, the Blue Angels, baby.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ.
I love that. What do we have? We have the
It is,
Snowbirds.
dude, it's Memorial Day weekend. I mean, what a fucking moment to fly by. Jesus Christ.
These are good signs for today's game.
Let's go with these
Let's go.
Tigers, baby. But yeah, that's too fun. The airport's literally like in the next town over. But yeah, so socially occupied. That's our boy Terry, bro. Big ups to him, his squad today. Manchester United did what I thought was undoable from them, at least this year. They took down the powerful Manchester City, came home with the FA Cup. So big ups to Terry, man. I hope we can win some trophies soon, bro. But listen, a lot of people, even Paul saying, I'm lowering my expectations, right? Just give me 2 reliable defensive midfielders to help our back line. That's all he really realistically wants. Above all else, yes, I miss Kessie.
We all do. We all do.
But we need another center back. We need a right back. We need a striker. So we'll see what ends up happening, man. There's a lot the summer's gonna keep us occupied.
Oh, 100%. Okay, let's say we can only make one gigantic acquisition this year. Good spend. Who would you want it to be? In a midfielder position, defensive position, or attacking position? What do you think is the most important thing that we need to pick up this year and spend some
Honestly, I think it's the striker position.
Same thing.
I know we need a defensive midfielder, but you can be smart buying a couple of guys.
Yep.
We're not going to have Giroud no more. Jovic is, I'm not sure where they're standing with him in trying to get him to extend, because I think he's only 1 year and it costs us nothing. Yep. But I don't know if I want to spend the money on this fucking guy. I tell you honestly, man. Liban Youssef, Monday might be hard because obviously Stevie's not around right now. So if me or Gio or Jan can't help out Vinny, usually we won't do a show Monday. And Monday's a holiday here in America, so we're probably, me and Gio are not going to be around. So
you guys got to party it off, have some beers. Don't be
man.
Enjoy it.
No, listen, Milan's over. We need a break too. We might do something tomorrow. I'm not quite too sure. It might be early, but we leave it open. Listen, this is why you got to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, you won't know when we're coming on because you're not going to get the post. We'll try to post something early so you know. That's why you got to follow us on X. You got to follow us on everywhere else, man. You know, it's the whole package, right, baby? This is how it is, man. But listen, we got about 30 minutes before game starts. What are you going to be doing for the game? What's your plans for the evening? I think my pizza just arrived.
Nice. Perfect. That's actually what I got to do right after this. I'm going to run and go grab some pizza, and I'm chilling in today. I'm going to watch the game from home. I don't feel like really doing anything crazy. I just want to watch it myself, enjoy it, and go from there. So how about yours? You're staying at home? You're laying low?
I'm staying home today. We got a lot of stuff to do, get the house ready and shit. But big ups to all the people in my club in NYC. I really wished I could have gone, but responsibilities unfortunately prevent me from doing it. And I'm going to see them all pretty soon. Hopefully, as many people who are in the New York area who are going to be coming out in July for the game against Manchester City. You know what? If Manchester United can beat them, Milan can do it in a friendly. Let's fucking go, baby. Do it for us in Yankee Stadium. But you're gonna be seeing your own. You're gonna go to Soldier Field and check it out there in Chicago.
Real Madrid. I'm Ancelotti. That's who I'm excited to see.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm right.
If
I can get his autograph or get a picture with Ancelotti, I'd be very, very happy. That's my goal. And Napoli.
You got to go meet up. Listen. Let me wrap this up because nobody in my house has decided to go to the front door.
Get that pizza.
I hope everybody has a good game. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Vince, thanks so much for joining me, bro. The dog's going crazy. That's my cue. Guys, have a great night. Enjoy the game. Forza Milan. Vince, good to see you, brother.
Happy Memorial Day weekend, my friend.
Thank you, everybody. Peace out.
Everybody.